From swords and sandals to lightsabers and Death Stars, this is Rediscovering Classics. Hello, welcome back to Rediscovering Classics. I, as always, am your host, Roger Dodger, and today we're doing a very special episode. 4 days ago, we lost a great action star and an icon of the 80s, Mr. Chuck Norris. So I wanted to take some time today to remember Chuck Norris by giving you my 5 Chuck Norris films to watch. Before we get started, I just want to point out that aside from the top 2, these are in no particular order. And I encourage you to post your own lists in the comments. I can't wait to read them. So without further ado, here are my top 5 Chuck Norris films. At number 5, we have Hitman. It was a 1980s film starring Chuck Norris as an undercover police officer posing as a hitman to infiltrate the mob organization that once tried to kill him. It's loaded with guns, violence, and the 80s signature action. It's a very exciting film and a very fun film to watch, and overall I think that it is very deserving of the number 5 spot on this list. Number 4, The Delta Force. Delta Force is a film starring Chuck Norris alongside Lee Marvin in a 80s action film about the hijacking of a plane and the elite team of special forces operatives that are sent in to assist and take down the hijackers. In this film, you've got everything. You've got rocket launchers, you've got martial arts, you've got gunfights, you've got explosions, you've got the signature wit and action of Chuck Norris, along with veteran actor Lee Marvin, who play very well off of each other in the film. It's a lot of fun, and definitely be sure to check it out during your next Chuck Norris marathon. The number 3 spot, we have The Octagon. Now, this, I think, was one of the very first Chuck Norris films that I watched, and it was very special to me for that reason. In it, Chuck Norris plays Scott James, who has to confront a ninja organization who's attempting to kill a woman he's been hired to protect. This again just has more of your signature Norris action. However, in this film, it's less about gunfights and more about the hand-to-hand combat, as Chuck Norris breaks into a training camp to ensure that he is taking down every single one of them. It is best known for its Norris versus Ninjas action. And it came out at just the right time because this is when everybody seemed to be getting excited about ninja movies. So Cannon took a great action star in Norris and was like, let's see how many ninjas we can get this guy to beat up in an hour and a half. So Chuck Norris breaks into the training camp, fighting off droves of ninjas until he reaches the final boss. Be sure to check out The Octagon. You'll have a lot of fun, especially if you're more into the martial arts versus the gunfire of the previous 2 films. Number 2, we have Lone Wolf McQuade. This is by far one of my favorite Chuck Norris films, being only surpassed by the next one. Because this film was really, really well done. I mean, I think Orion, which is just the redheaded stepchild to Cannon. Chuck Norris plays a Texas Ranger, last name McQuade, who's known for his work alone, do what I want attitude. And this film pits him up against David Carradine. David Carradine plays Rowley Wilkes, a gun runner who is attempting to finance his operation, and McQuade is the ranger who is investigating stopping him after a brutal attack against his daughter. The film again has action. You get to watch Chuck Norris drive out of a hole in a souped up truck. You get an amazing fight at the end that I really love because both Chuck Norris and David Carradine were skilled at martial arts, and while David Carradine's style was less refined, according to Norris, it still makes for a lot of fun. And the film does a great job of just showing off, oh, well, this bad guy knows martial arts, so you know what kind of an ending you're about to get. Overall, another fantastic action film, and definitely number 2 on my list. I cannot say enough about this film. It is so much fun. Definitely give it a rewatch, and you will not be disappointed. Before we get to number 1, I just want to make a few honorable mentions. This was a very hard list to make because these films are so much fun if you're wanting just nice 80s popcorn fun. So some honorable mentions are, of course, the Missing in Action films, Missing in Action and Missing in Action 2, Invasion USA, Hellbound, and I would like to give a special shout out to the many years Chuck Norris gave us as Walker, Texas Ranger. That show was a staple in a lot of households, and I still watch it on the 2 or 3 channels that syndicate it today. It's just fun to turn on and let go as you're doing anything. Napping, cleaning the house, just anything you're doing. It is a great background show to have on, and it's a lot of fun to watch. My number 1 Chuck Norris movie to rewatch is Firewalker. I love this film because it is Chuck Norris plays Indiana Jones with Louis Gossett Jr. also playing Indiana Jones. And it is just your normal 80s treasure hunt fare. They're being leaded around by a maybe, possibly psychic, depending on how you want to view the film. They're going, you see different cultures, different things are explained. The legend of the Firewalker is fascinating. You get your gunfights, you get your martial arts, you get car chases. It's got a very small role from John Rhys Davies as an ally of the Chuck Norris character. And out of all 5 of these films, when I rewatched them, it was definitely number 1 because it is just so much fun. You just get to turn off your brain and go on an adventure with this odd couple of Norris and Gossett Jr. They're bickering, they're arguing, they're making quick wit off of each other. It is so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think you will too. That's all I have for you today on Rediscovering Classics. Once again, I would like to say thank you, Chuck, for the Roundhouse Kick, for helping to make these martial arts movies continue to be fun, and for always being on my television as a teenager. So, thank you. Please remember to comment, but if you do comment, like I said, give me your top 5 favorite Chuck Norris movies, and we will see you next time. This is Roger Dodger signing off. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because as we know, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Thank you. We will see you next time.